A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses, because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Ryan on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On third down, Ryan finding Gabriel complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 40 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Now Wilson looking to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. Defense showing blitz. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. The tight end in motion right. Wilson now to throw on second down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Dontari Poe getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Wilson on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A big play there on the catch and run. 58
trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Rolls. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Wilson.
That was a really nice.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Ryan on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. And here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Drops it underneath for Rawls. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. In motion right, Baldwin. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On first down, Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now Wilson on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On second down, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points. They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Catch made right side by Wilson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. from the shotgun. Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wilson operating from the gun. Being chased out left. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Wilson on 2nd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, it's Ryan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? to be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now Ryan. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. They give him 14 yards that time, but a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Ryan to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Ryan wants to throw it. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon.
Of his broken hymn saying let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. Going hell, 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 hell. Keep running, keep feel the flame. Hold on, I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? No, don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh yeah, got a ways to go. Break that wall, let the spirit flow. I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA.